kidding me? I guess they just sent one out. You'll have to let me know when I'm live.
Live.
Word. How do we sound? How do we sound?
Let's see, you sound good.
You sound good.
I think I sound alright.
Okay, okay. How we looking on the...
Pulling it up.
Yeah, okay. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna get this finally... I had this updated. I don't know why I did that. I'm back. Hi. It is good to be back, and I'm back with a new person. This is my This is my boyfriend, and he's gonna start doing stuff with us. Hi. You wanna say hi? He's very nervous, so give him a break. He's far more introverted than me.
I am.
And more exciting, he's going to be doing his first actual stream tomorrow because he's the one who does the horror games, not me. We're going to be playing Poppy Playtime, so, like the newest chapter.
I am excited for that.
Yeah, it'll be really good. I know. Way to gut me like a fish on that. I'm so ready for this. I'm so ready. Oh, yeah, this was... Yes. Okay, let's get ready for chapter 5. Oh my god, so much is happening. Save my game now. Done. Son. Just to go through, because it's been a minute, I have the mystical and keen eye trait. I didn't take a bag of peanuts. I found the possums. I went cryptid hunting. I did see Duke die in the woods. That was pretty brutal. I met Kanika and her nasty mother. And I went back to the estate. Woke in the guest room. I checked my dresser possum. I told Avery the truth about the encounter in the woods. Had tea with Avery. What a mistake. Tea. That damn tea. Like, I don't know what's in it, but it's a problem. I rode with Kanika to the mine. I spoke to 2 groups of miners because I didn't want to get spotted. I did wait for Tabitha before going into the mines, which was a good decision. And I did manage to escape the mine collapse without any injuries. Lit.
Word.
Wednesday, I found a second possum. I finally took a shower. Nasty bathroom. I met the pastor's wife, and she's interesting. Met Bo, Duke's enormous son. I told him where he could find his dad's body. I haven't seen from him since, I don't think. So, spent some quality time with my cousin. Finally getting somewhere. I met the mayor. We did see that. I don't think he's creepy. I think he's just troubled.
Odd.
Odd, yeah. Odd, yeah. I did have dinner at Reese's, and there's something at the clinic. We know what that is. We went ghost hunting. Tabitha sacrificed unknown years of her life. That was crazy. And I made plans with Sybil to talk about mysterious goings-on over tea tomorrow. And that is the last of the decisions I have. Which doesn't sound right.
Not really.
Because... Hold. That doesn't sound correct. I shouldn't have quit. I should have just gone to main menu. I see that now. I should have I mean, I already know what's going on in the clinic. So that's odd. But it did look like my last save, so my bad. Let me get back into this. Might take us a second to get started, but odd. Maybe I should just finish up my last chapter, perhaps? Because I do see I saved during that encounter. I don't think it would take me very long. Or does the journals get... Do the journals get updated each morning? Because this said chapter 5 awaits. So I don't think I'm wrong for that.
I don't either.
Let's try it. Let's go back in. Continue. Yeah, because there it is, so it must do. Let's do a recap.
Well, full or episode 4?
I'm just gonna do episode 4 to make sure it's got my stuff. It's a new day. Okay. Is this new? Okay, maybe it is. I'll stop skipping. Check messages. There's nothing from Stella. Ah, okay, cool. Drink more tea. I will be having no more tea, I'll tell you that right now. Oh, yeah. Terrible.
Tea or just dripping.
Sybil. She reads the tea. I don't believe a word she says, honestly. Hell, you're the enemy in plain sight. Hey, Reese, what's up, girl? Reese is fine. I'm not gonna. Yeah. We all know this part. I just wanted to make sure everything was as I left it. This was scary. I was a little unsure how that was gonna go. It's cool that the live stuff comes out of the painting. It was really cool. I thought he was gonna kill me. Like, what do you mean grab your hand? You're all the way over there. I'm behind him. I'm trapped, bro. Yep. It's just so sick. And like, she didn't have to poison him, and for that, I really wasn't gonna get in the way. I'm not doing that. And I didn't. I'm good. I just don't know how sorry you really could be. If the ability comes on with intense emotions, wouldn't you just go out of your way to teach him like emotional regulations, like to an extreme degree?
I thought she said that it would happen even if he was just getting like frustrated. It would.
It just seems like he needed more guidance on that rather than just keeping him sick. That felt fucked. I accept my decision. Oh yeah, we had a heart-to-heart conversation here. Then I thought of nothing. Wake up. A lonely piano refrain? A lonely piano refrain echoes through your head as you sleep. It feels like it goes on forever, clumsy and uncertain of itself, stopping and starting at random. But as your dreams start to fade, you realize the music is following you to the waking world, continuing even as your mind resolidifies and banishes the last few remnants of your dreams.
Hello.
Oh my god, hi! And it finally stops, you're startled by the sudden silence. You're awake now, cold and uncomfortable, your muscles stiff and achy, your head still clouded with sleep. You realize there's a concerning lack of blanket and mattress. There's nothing beneath you but hard wooden floorboard, dusty and uneven. Oh my god! There's also a weight on your chest and claws digging gently into your skin. Your heart skips a beat. Hi! Greeted by two beady eyes staring down at you over the twitching nose of the possum that lives in your drawer. The other one is crouched in the corner, eyeing you warily. You are not in your room. Well,
Yeah.
this is hardly helpful. I'm not gonna do that. I'll get my bearings. You stand, your legs still wobbly with sleep, the odd tilt of the floor adding to your unsteadiness. The possum clings to your shirt with its tiny claws, holding on for dear life. Oh, he's scared too? Well, that's not great. You must be in the Forbidden Wing. And judging by the faint scent of death that still clings to the insides of your nostrils, you didn't find your way here by sleepwalking. You suspect a certain ghoulish veiled man had something to do with your relocation. Huh. Why would Wayne put me here? The small possum finally moves. It carefully makes its way down the length of your clothes, as if afraid you might notice it if it moves too quickly. Like, oh, he's so much smaller than I thought he would be. It hastens when it finds solid ground, scurrying to the larger possum in the corner. Two stare up at you, not quite afraid, but clearly more wary now that you've risen to your full human height. Maybe they were watching over you as you slept, or maybe they were hoping you might be lunch. Either way, you're both going your separate ways now. There are two doors out of the barren room. One is a normal doorway leading into what you assume to be a hallway. The other is a door that must have once been hidden, though the ruined state of the wallpaper has robbed of its secrecy. Well, I mean, I'm gonna explore, I think.
I would.
There doesn't seem to be a clear way to open it, besides the brass circle where a handle should be. Through the hole. Lean forward, peering into the narrow opening at what lies beyond the door. It's your room? Oh. Which means you'd be able to slip right back into the safety of the rest of the house if you could just manage to find the handle. I feel like forcing the door doesn't make any sense. I feel like none of these are helpful.
I'm kind of with you.
I think I'm going to just continue. At least I feel like I'm not yelling for anything. Like, I don't want anyone to know I'm in this wing. Calling someone is equally unhelpful.
I mean, forcing the door might break it.
Yeah, so I'm just going to keep going. You make your way carefully across the slanted room and deeper into the forbidden wing. Before you is a long hallway. Dust dances in the weak sunlight, beaming in through cracked glass. A tinge of mildew stings your nose, warning you away, though there's nowhere else to run now. An ornate entryway, its door long gone, breaks the monotony of the faded wallpaper, and a staircase looms at the far end. You can't help but notice the tracks leading up and down the grimy hallway floor. Wonderful. Clearly the forbidden wing is only forbidden for some.
Investigation stuff.
Yeah, I'd rather investigate a little. You make your way to the dark doorway in the middle of the corridor. It seems like some kind of entertainment room, the sort you'd expect out of fancy rich people who wanted to show off. I mean, this is that house. It would feel elegant if not for the massive cracks that run the entire length of the floor. The air here stinks of mildew. You can see why Tabitha doesn't want you exploring these rooms. There is a large painting on the far wall of the room. From a distance, it looks like it might depict the town. Something else catches your eye too. Bookshelf, or rather, what's left of a bookshelf, hanging by a single rusted hinge. I don't want to go over there. Its sagging shelves reveal some sunless space beyond, once hidden now exposed by the rot of this house. Oh, I'm going to do the painting first. The painting highlights a number of old buildings and locales, many of which you've already visited. The town hall, the estate, mines, and a clinic. Still called a hospital at the time of this painting. And then there are places you've yet to see, the church, as well as the historical Callaway Tremaine homesteads. The faded bronze plaque beneath reads, in commemoration of Enoch Scarlet, head of the Scarlet Hollow Landmark Revitalization Project. Let the past never be forgotten. I kind of want to know. Might be stupid. I kind of want to know. You cross the parlor, testing each careful step along the way, and duck between the collapsed shelves of the old bookshelf. Ugh, terrible in here. The space is dark, its features barely illuminated by the faint light trickling in through the myriad of cracks and holes in the walls. The wallpaper, a deep, exquisite red, adds a blood-like glow to the dimness. The walls are lined with ornate display cabinets, some empty, some still presenting their antique treasures. Nestled between the cabinets, a single tall bookshelf remains standing, its occupants dusty but mostly intact. But all of these are ornamental details. Your focus is drawn to an expensive-looking antique desk in the center of the room. Well, no, I've seen enough.
I've seen enough.
Let's see. I'll start with the top drawer. Enoch's drawer mostly contains old-timey letter writing materials, complete with a fancy dagger-shaped letter opener with a wax stamping kit emblazoned with the initials ES.
Ebenezer Scrooge.
She might have been kind of like one. Underneath, you find a pile of crumbling financial documents. Scrawled in neat cursive in every spot that needed a signature is the name Enoch Scarlet. This must be his desk. No way.
I would have never guessed.
Meaning this must also be his study. Facts. And at the very bottom of the drawer, you're surprised to find a face you recognize staring back at you. An antique photograph of a young man, his blonde hair nearly white against the dark sepia background. It's Teddy. He looks almost exactly the same as he did in your vision. Almost. There's a carefree look in his eyes that seemed to have faded by the time he found his way to that hospital bed. Enoch must have been lying to that doctor. If the man he spoke to wasn't Teddy, why would there be a picture of him in Enoch's study? What was that? Open the bottom drawer. The bottom drawer offers some resistance as you try to pull it out. It seems that it was locked, though the bit of metal attempting to hold it shut seems to have rusted to the point of uselessness years ago. It gives in with a sharp tug, rotting wood splintering softly somewhere within the century-old desk. Inside you find a strange collection of glass vials. Their surfaces are clouded over, but you can make out what seems to be paper, preserved somehow inside the containers. A hint of writing visible at the edges. I'm opening it. You reach for one of them but hesitate before opening it. This is a fragile thing. It hums with a strange energy. You close your eyes and focus on that hum, and to your surprise, at the back of your mind, you hear it. What am I hearing? To Miss Maeve. I know it has been several years since my last visit, but I do hope you remember the young lad who used to find himself at your doorstep more than you probably would have liked. I write you now with the utmost urgency. I'm not sure if news has reached you yet, but has yet reached you regarding what transpired just yesterday. Many lives were lost. The town is in a frenzy. I hope to mitigate some of the damage that has been done, and thus must speak with you at once. I attempted the journey to your place of residence, but was unable to locate it. Interesting. You once told me of another way to reach you, and though it seems nothing but a half-remembered fantasy, I'm acting in desperation. I can only hope this letter finds its way to you, as you once said it would in my hour of need. I must meet with you at your soonest convenience. Sincerely, Enoch. Reach for another. Miss Verena. Trouble with tea. Your presence requested at once. Verena. Know what you tried? Do not appreciate the attempt at subterfuge, though we both knew what was at stake here. The boy has been dealt with. Expect me this evening for an in-person discussion. Some of these letters are addressed to Miss Maeve and some to Verena. All are signed ES. You assume these have to be from Enoch. Many seem unimportant, just listing a time and place. You assume meetings between Enoch and whoever this Verena may have been. Huh. Interesting. Step away from the desk. Step away. Seen enough. Alright. Follow the footprints down. Follow the path laid out in the dust. Takes you up a flight of stairs, the way down blocked by debris, and you find yourself on the third floor of the estate for the first time. There are more footprints leading all the way down the hallway and into the farthest door. There are much fainter tracks leading to the room in front of you. Its doorway hidden behind a stack of boxes. These footprints are old enough to have accumulated some dust. They were also notably not made by boots. If you had to guess, you assume they were loafers or some kind of low heel. Okay. I'm going to enter the middle room first. Very obviously a kid's room. The space was clearly once a nursery, though no child has been here for a long, long time.
I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not. Look at the state of the place. Big kid's room, though. Check the bookshelf. The top shelf was occupied by antique picture books. Dick and Jane, books of nursery rhymes, ancient editions of Grimm fairy tale. Damn, that's a... I don't know if that's really good fairy tales for a kid.
Child-friendly book.
No. The lower shelves are full of educational material, from children's encyclopedias to writing practice workbooks. From the sheer number of learning-oriented books on the shelf, you get the impression that the children who lived here were not supposed to be as interested in fun and fiction as it were in diction and spelling, which is lame. That doesn't seem to have stopped them from making their own fun. You see quite a few books with children's art stuffed in between the pages, the corners peeking out, tiny scribbled hands waving at you from their yellowed pages. Okay, I'll take it. You reach for a particularly doodled-on encyclopedia off the shelf. Its pages overflowing. If Daddy plays with me and Maribel, if my family goes to the zoo, if Mommy and Grandpa took us to work, if me and Maribel and Mommy and Daddy and Grandpa have a picnic. Very cute.
Alexandra Scarlet.
Yeah. All are signed with the carefully scrawled signature of Alexandra Scarlet. Alexandra. There's a strange, fantastical element to these pictures. Everyone is smiling and sitting together as any family would in a child's drawing. And yet it feels like these are drawn in the same hopeful way a child would draw a unicorn. Expressions of some reality that Alexandra could only dream of. There are less joyful illustrations as well. Daddy napping, shows their father sleeping in a chair, a bottle of brown liquid conspicuously drawn on the table next to him. The girls hovering in the doorway some distance away.
I'm sure it's just tea.
Oh, yeah, of course it is. it's chamomile tea. Mommy going to work shows the girls crying in the upstairs window of a house as their mother walks away. An angry frown scrawled on her face. Oh. You get the feeling these are more accurate depiction of the girls' lives. Sad. The last picture you plot gives you pause. The boy in the wall. There's a new figure here, seemingly drawn behind a barrier. The girls sit on the other side, smiles on their cartoon faces. The boy in the wall. That's terrifying.
He's in there.
Ugh. Well, let's see this. You leaf through a few of the practice workbooks, gently turning the nearly crumbling pages. Reasons Mommy should take me and Maribel to the zoo. 1. We have been very good girls and have not cried for a whole week. 2. Maribel says elephants are so big and I would like to see one. 3. I think it would be very fun and Mommy would have a good time. Those are pretty good reasons, man.
Thanks.
These are also the work of Alexandra. You flip through the rest of the book, your eyes unfocused as the many practice sentences and letter copying pages flash by. But something near the back of the book gives you pause. In the section that starts with the prompt, "Today Alexandra continues with, "Talk to the boy in the wall." I don't like this boy in the wall. There he is again. I guess I'm done. I'm not really looking for to go into that hole in the wall now. Make your way back to the hallway. Go to the window first. You carefully approach the window at the far end of the hall. That sure is a cliff. There is nothing below the window but the tops of distant trees, the ground having crumbled away. The only thing stopping you from plummeting to your death is the straining foundation that still somehow holds this place together.
Crazy.
At least for now. Yeah, that is freaking crazy. Oh, move the boxes. Oh, I'm so excited. The boxes slide out of the way with a bit of elbow grease. You push past them into the room beyond. The room is coldly empty. A large antique bed is made, its sheets ancient and dusty, but still somehow giving off the feeling of tidiness.
Hop in.
Oh yeah, for sure. Even with cobwebs stripped between each corner of its four-post frame. I'm gonna search the desk first. A lot of notes. You step towards the desk, its drawers practically overflowing with stationery. As you sift through paper, it quickly becomes clear to you whose room this is. There are stacks of bills and Edwardine's name, filled nearly every drawer, and even once you managed to get past the layers of envelopes and trifold paper, you hit a permafrost of receipts. It seems she was doing her best to be meticulous and hold on to any scrap of paper that might possibly be important. But when you reach the bottom of the drawer, you find something entirely different. Greeting cards, letters, small wrapped packages, some open, some sealed, some crumbled into messy balls. You open one of the cards. Both pages are taken up by a handwritten note. Tabby, hope you're doing well. Not a day goes by that I don't miss you. Hope Perlane treats you to your best Christmas yet. I'm not sure what sort of doodads you're into these days, so I sent a little something that made me think of you. I'm sure they were the best shells of the bunch. Not sure how rare any of them are, but they're awful pretty, and they've still got the beach smell. And make sure you put your ear to them, too. It doesn't compare to the real thing, but it comes close enough. And in case you think that makes me a cheapskate, I made sure to send along a little cash, too, so you can get yourself something a little nicer than glorified beach trash. Make sure you get Perlane to take you to the nice toy store, because that's where I'd take you if I was there. If you get the time, I'd love to hear from you. I miss you so much, Tabby, and I'm always thinking of you. You can come out and visit me anytime. I know you've always wanted to see what it's like out east. I've made sure to write out my address on the back of this card, just in case you didn't know how to get a hold of me. Been missing you, my incredible, wonderful, amazing daughter. All my love, Dad. You pull out another, from close to the top of the pile. Happy birthday, Tabby. It's me again, your old dad. So the big 2-0. I can't believe my daughter is such an adult. In my mind, you're still that bouncy little kid doing cartwheels on the front lawn, telling me what various sounds animals make like you're the professor of animal noises. I have no idea if you read these, but I'll keep writing them, even if sometimes it feels like I'm writing them to a ghost. I mean, we haven't spoken in almost 15 years. You're a whole human being now, and I have no idea what you're like. I like to think we get along, though. As always, my address is on the back. I hope you'll decide to come visit me one of these days. I've got a guest room all set up just in case. It's always ready for you, kid. I love you, and I always will, no matter who you turned out to be. Love, Dad. There are years and years of these. The bottom drawer is almost entirely unopened envelopes, dated from when Tabitha would have been just a kid. All from him. You pocket a few of these cards. I don't know, this feels very private. I'll search the closet. Make ready the closet. It seems Edwardine kept things neat and orderly, or as neat and orderly as she could, considering the decaying state of the place. You can't help but notice that these dresses look strikingly like the style Tabitha wears. You can imagine Perlane sifting through Edwardine's old trunks of clothes, recycling moth-eaten vintage dresses for her daughter in place of buying anything new. What's up?
I keep hearing beeping.
Oh, one moment. You know where the beeping's coming from? I heard it too.
Guessing the washing machine?
Weird.
Got a bunch of suds in it.
Did you put a... Oh, it would probably be from the old soap. Yeah. Is it so much that we should be concerned?
No.
Okay. Sweet.
I was just concerned because it's like the third time I've heard the beeping.
Yeah.
I don't know what it means.
I don't either. Yeah, I just read that. The only thing here beside her clothes and shoes is a box, shoved off to one side. You pick it up. Child-size overalls, striped shirts, a small pair of trousers with suspenders still attached. One of those little sailor suits boys from the 50s were always wearing. Oh god. When you pull out the last shirt, a note is revealed, tucked away in the bottom of the box, in a protective plastic sleeve. It's scrawled in almost illegible handwriting, written in some thick brown watery ink that's cracked with age. Mommy, I am in here too, and I love you. Your hands tremble, the note somehow making the tips of your fingers feel dirty even as it sits behind a plastic layer. You drop it back into the box, once again covering it with the clothes, shoving it back into the recesses of the forgotten closet where it belongs. Done here. Finished with the tucked away room, you return to the hallway. Here we go. You continue following a trail of footprints, approaching the farthest room down the hall. The door was clearly meant to be hidden, but it's been left open. The room is starkly empty, save for a rug and a few candelabras. The lack of dusty old boxes and rotting antiques mark it as distinct from the rest of the clutter, forgotten spaces you've explored. It pains you to stand in this space. Emotions hang over you, strong, oppressive, and overwhelming. Thoughts that threaten to fill your lungs. You don't feel death here. You feel something worse, a deeper loss, unaccept a wound that had refused to scar. You can't help but fixate on the carpet in the center of the room. The corner is rumpled as if it had been recently moved. And then you're drawn to the curtains on the far side of the room. The small section of tile peeking out from beneath the heavy crimson velvet is out of place against the hardwood floor, a curious and conspicuous detail. I am nervous already. Shit. Move the carpet first. Pull the carpet up, exposing the bare floor and revealing what lies beneath. I see. An ornate ring of sigils has been carved into the floor, 5 along the edges with a 6th in the center. The circle emits a now uncomfortably familiar feeling. You feel your gaze forced to crawl over every intricate detail of the carving in front of you. The serpents wrapped around the staff give you flashes of the room beyond the morgue, and the darkness that swept through the house once it had been uncovered. The fist and chain make you feel like you're back in the claustrophobic confines of the mines, surrounded by angry hammering of its memories. The horns have the same nightmare, dreamy feeling of the world constructed by the furious ghost of Charles Shaw Jr. The others are new to you. The feeling they emit are less intense, giving only vague impressions of what might be tied to. Golden fields, the mewing of fresh souls, just slithering out from the womb and desperate to be fed. Another that rings like bells in your mind, calling you not towards it, but away from it, pushing you from its threshold and into the darkness. The central symbol is strongest of all. It echoes across the room, a vast ego proclaiming its dominance. Stand in the curtain. Across the room, pull back the curtain. Oh my god. Behind it is what almost looks like a shower, but in place of a shower head, it's a meat hook, dangling from the end of a long, sturdy chain. As your eyes travel down the wall to the drain on the floor, you can just make out the rusty stains of what look like long-dried blood caked in between the tiles. There's been an effort to clean it up, but just enough was missed that it doesn't escape your attention. It reminds you of something you might see in a what? What is that?
I think I'd say it is abattoir.
Yeah, I just don't know what that is.
A place where animals are butchered.
Okay. Batch. I was thinking that's probably what it was, but... You continue forward towards the door on the far left side of the room. You exit into a short hallway. There are stairs here, leading back down to the lower floors. There's also another door. It's hanging ajar, the many locks and deadbolts along its edge glimmering in the weak morning light. The doorframe itself is gouged and splintered, evidence that some desperate creature tried to save itself from the room beyond time and time again. You've been here before, haven't you? In Charlie's memories. Yes. You step forward. Oh, Jesus. This was a prison cell. What the hell does that say?
See it. O-B-M.
N. Oh, is that M or N?
It could be either. It looks more like an M to B, but it doesn't. I don't know. That one's really messy. The next one looks like an E, and the next one looks like a C.
Yeah, O-B-C-E. Or E-C?
E-C.
have no idea. Everything about this place reeks of neglected humanity. The walls are covered in scratches, legible words mixed in with nonsense of desperate clawing. The one window set high in the far wall is fitted with a thick pane of glass. The iron bars just beyond it wouldn't be enough to hold the imprisoned. You can't help but notice that the doll from your closet sits watching you from the bed, one eyelid drooping. It adds an extra layer of menace to the deeply unsettling room. Pain radiating from these walls howls through your mind. Whatever lived here lived in constant torment. But the etchings on the wall are more than just evidence of the suffering that went on here. Whatever is sharpening these walls is trying to send a message to you or to anyone who might happen across it. Your eyes are drawn to the massive, almost letters, dug as deep into the brick as the cells prisoners could manage, highlighted with whatever pigments were available. It almost looks like a word, though none of the lines meet up, causing you to constantly doubt whether they're letters at all or just lines that fool the eye into imagining shapes that aren't there. I certainly can't tell. Your stomach clenches with nausea as you run your eyes along the deep furrows in the wall, but whatever was in here wanted these words to be known, so you do your best to store them away, trying to burn the image of them into your mind, carved deep into the wall, bloody against the filthy brick. And then, one final detail grabs you. A metallic glint from the filthy bare mattress. A doorknob. What have you been looking for? Was it left here for you? Examine the doll. You shiver as you pick up the doll from its bed. Its foot reads, "Property of Alexandra." I will take the handle, even though I'm frightened. You take it, a sound wraps around you. Music? The tinkling of piano keys, played by a clumsy hand, that echo up a narrow staircase at the end of the hall. I'm gonna follow the music. Come this far. Clearly, you're meant to go just a little further.
I wonder if whatever was in there was something like Reese,
Yeah.
like some kind of Jersey Devil.
Or some
Something
kind of
similar.
creature. Yeah, I wonder the same. I feel like it's plausible. I mean, if he's a Jersey Devil, other creatures can't exist. The stairs take you into what you have to assume was once a servant's quarters. A network of cramped passageways hidden away behind the expansive rooms of the East Estate, without so much as a window for illumination. But you persist, and descend deeper into the bowels of the Scarlet Estate, the echoing piano your only company. Soon enough, you see light again. The sun creeping in through the edges of a nearly hidden door.
What's the matter?
Just wondering what I was hearing. You're at the end of another long corridor. Its high ceilings and tall windows are almost disorienting as you step out from the cramped, gloomy stairwell. The music echoes mournfully in the vast space, a chorus of wind adding a melancholic harmony as it whips in from the overgrown courtyard outside. Found your way to the first floor, but you've yet to confront your guide. Finish what I started. The musician plays on as you move cautiously through the dark. The slope now so dramatic it feels like walking downhill. Jagged remains of the floorboards jutting out like splintered trees. The flow of notes finally stops as you reach an open doorway to what was once a music room. Wayne stands from the bench of a battered grand piano, ready to face you. What's up, Wayne? So now you've seen it. He makes his way down the tilted floor towards you. A breeze passes by him, carrying with it the smell from the wound that is his body. Hope you enjoyed the show. Shop's just a few paces away. I trust you understand the implications of everything you've seen.
Not quite.
No. If you aren't careful and you put your faith in the wrong people, things go very, very wrong for you. Not running. Roll.
There.
Okay. Thinking... I'm gonna do this one first. That phrase scrawled on the wall. What was it? Why does it feel bad to think it? I'm glad you noticed. It's a weapon. Hold on to it. Bug. Okay. Well. Hope my in-game character can hang on to it, because I certainly can't. What's with the doll? She liked it, so I liked it too. It was nice to see it again after so many years. Oh.
Do you think he was the boy in the walls?
Potentially? I don't know, I was kind of getting the vibe that that was like the ghost of whatever child was wearing that little uniform.
That's fair. I mean, he's kind of a ghost.
I mean,
He's an adult.
He's an adult.
And he was an adult living. Yeah.
Wasn't he dating Tabitha?
Yeah, and he worked at the mines.
Yeah.
But that doesn't really work if the child was a ghost.
I definitely feel more that it was the child. Like, it was maybe a child that died.
Fair enough.
Or the child was the one in that room.
Also possible.
This feels... I mean... Who lived in that last room? Wayne cocks his head almost playfully. I did. I've been in that room a long, long time. Though my being free now is meaningless in the grand scheme of things, the town itself is enough of a prison that I might as well still be stuck behind that door. But at least I'm free enough to warn you. What? Okay.
Alright.
And I've got stellar options. I don't think I have a reason to explore much more. This is stupid. I don't need to call anyone.
But you could ask if Tabitha knows anything about it all.
There. Does Tabitha know about all this? Of course. Why do you think she invited you here? Huh. I feel like this is valid.
I also feel like it's valid. You have created a bond with Tabitha.
Yeah. She didn't know me then. It's different now. We've bonded. Do you think a flimsy bond formed over the course of a week will be enough to stop the generations of expectations and duty that have fallen on Tabitha's shoulders? Do you want to bet your freedom on that bond? Tabitha will always be a Scarlet. What's with the dramatics? I feel like this is a little much. You dragged me here when I was sleeping. I've explored this place. It's information, but like information I could have been given earlier. There were things you needed to see, and I doubt you would have been interested in a private guided tour. Not when I'm the one who would have been giving it. I mean, I haven't expressed any distrust in you this far. And once I've helped you find what you need to find, I wanted you to choose to come to me. I know you were truly open to a conversation. I mean, shit, I'm here. I'm here, aren't I? Can't you see I trust you? Just tell me everything. You can tell me whatever it is you want me to know. Do you want to be somebody else's puppet? No. I can guide you to where you need to be. It's up to you to open your eyes. The witch holds some of the final pieces. Find her. Pry them from her hands, and then everything should start falling into place. The thought feels slippery. You're unable to hold on to it, and the holding is painful. Like you're gripping onto it in white-knuckled fists. Forced to let go. It fades. What are we talking about? The mystical side of me is weird. Unless you've already started to forget about her. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I know who it is, though.
Drink the tea.
Yeah, I drank the tea. Memory is a disloyal thing, isn't it? Physical, easily manipulated. But something being missing from your head doesn't mean it's gone from the world. That one. There's a memory that I can't quite hold on to. A thought that almost hurts to think. Keep it in the back of your mind. Try not to let it hurt too much. Don't let her take it from you either. You remember when you need to. I feel like I could ask this.
I feel like you could. I feel like it just means he can't leave.
Yeah.
But
I also just assumed that's what that meant, but... What do you mean the town is a prison? Can't leave. No one really can. As it stands now, Scarlet Hollow doesn't like being let go... Doesn't like letting go of its prisoners. May be able to cross the town line, but not without paying a price. That could be changed, though. It wasn't always this way, and it was never meant to be. You can put an end to it. I mean, I'm with him on it, so... With you all the way. Help me stop all this. Wayne's shoulders seem to relax slightly, as if he's relieved. Good. Our enemies rely on keeping us divided. They know how much stronger we can be together. Be careful who you trust. We'll always be there when you need me. I mean, I already know who not to trust at this point. The only reason I couldn't hear Reese's mom was because I drank the stinking tea, I'm sure. Wayne steps away, his shining eyes watching you unblinking from behind his veil, before finally disappearing back into the darkness of the estate. Nothing left for you to do here but leave. Make your way back to where you woke up and slot in the handles into the secret door on the wall. Twist and the door pulls back, and you stumble through your closet and back into your bedroom. Leaning against the doorframe, relieved at once again having sturdy, unslipped ground beneath your feet and moderately clean air to breathe. This state has gotten to you. After the events of this morning, your body burns with a ferocious itch to leave this place behind, to be anywhere but here. Leave in a haze, mindlessly grabbing clothes and an uncharged phone, barely even notice your surroundings as you rush outside. The morning's revelation seizing your body and mind alike with a suffocating grip. Oh, hey, I see this guy's around. The cell, the doll, Wayne's insinuation that Tabitha has known about all of this, even more that she has partaken willingly in your family's crimes. Not only that, but she has designs for you. Is it true? She deserves a chance to explain herself. She is your cousin after all. You'll just tell her everything you saw, and surely the two of you can have a healthy and productive conversation to get to the bottom of things, right? Maybe going to hear her side of things directly is your best course of action. You see Tabitha, maybe an explanation for what I've witnessed. Can you see us okay? Yeah. Tabitha needs to know what's been hidden away in her home. Alright, I think I should go talk to Tabitha. I know I need to find the witch, but I feel like that's not something I should be doing by myself. You see Tabitha? Maybe there's an explanation for what I've witnessed.
digging the music.
I also really like the music. Tabitha needs to know about what's been hidden away in...
I feel like she already knows about
Yeah. There's an explanation. You see your cousin. She's the only person who can possibly offer a satisfying answer to the horrors of this morning. The events of this morning beg for an immediate confrontation. By the time you notice where your legs are taking you, you're already en route to the Scarlet Mines. You stumble down the road, your panicked thoughts directing themselves like a pointed arrow towards your destination. Things will make sense again, just as soon as you get where you're going. Though once you arrive, you're once again met by the sounds of an angry crowd. The strike, it seems, is raging on, perhaps even angrier than before, bolstered by their increasing number. You don't have time to deal with the striking miners if you don't want to. You saw where Rosalina snuck in the other day. That hole in the fence is still there, if you feel like being inconspicuous. I feel like they won't let me pass.
Probably not. You are a Scarlet.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just go on past. Last thing you want is to bring other people into this right now, especially considering the mania you can see glinting in more than a few pairs of eyes. This crowd could easily get out of hand if you're not careful. Here you are, outside of your cousin's office. The only thing left to do is go inside. Knock first. You walk up to Tabitha's trailer and knock on the door. Wait for a moment. What is it now? Come in. You enter your cousin's office to find her seated at her desk, shotgun in hand, eyeing its mechanism with focused intent. You have no idea how much she knows about what you found in the Forbidden Wing, but but you're ready to give her the benefit of the doubt. God, they are really starting to get on my nerves out there. But they don't have a leg to stand on, and they know that. I can wait them out. I have nothing to lose but the mine, right? Who cares? Let them try to run the damn place, see how easy it is. Ugh, what am I saying? I'm not that desperate. They're the desperate ones. I'm fine. So, what made you decide to come bother me today? I'm gonna start it by I didn't choose to be there.
Yeah.
Wayne kidnapped me in my sleep, Tabitha. He dragged me off to the Forbidden Wing. Found things in there. What?
Damn, bro.
But that's... Tabitha's eyes dart away, her pale cheeks losing what little color they had. You shouldn't trust it. You shouldn't trust anything that thing tries to tell you. What did you see? What poison did he try to infect you with? I'm gonna start with these. Yeah. Found the letters from your dad stashed away in a drawer. You did agree with me on starting with those, yeah? Okay. This isn't a funny page. My dad has never and would never send me anything. Not that it's any of your business anyway. I'm gonna let the cards speak for themselves. Beside the cards you took from Edwardine's room across Tabitha's desk. Her consternation fades as she reads through them, her brow knitting, her knuckles growing white where they grip the barrel of the gun. He wanted me to visit? There is a glimmer in Tabitha's eyes, just for a second, but she blinks it away, anger flooding back in. Doesn't mean anything. Elaine knew him better than I ever did, and she never had a good word to say about him. Not one. It's easy to send letters once a year. It's easy to write little notes and stupid kitschy cards to someone you don't know, depending it's someone you care about. But he didn't come back, did he? Elaine was protecting me. She knew what he was really like. Well, she didn't know if he's still out there. I guess she trusts. Feel like this is a fine answer.
I also feel like that's a pretty good answer.
I'm not really saying don't trust your mom. I'm saying I don't really think we should trust any of these guys.
Yeah.
Seems something was happening. Neither of us should trust any of the Scarlets who came before us. Oh, I see what all this is about. Trying to get me to turn on my dead mother. Before she's even in the ground? Lovely. What a great use of our time. Paige, you've got a long way to go before you can even come close to the kind of manipulation the former Scarlets used to wield. You don't stand a chance of pulling a clumsy little move like that on me. Earl, you've drank way too much tea. Let's see. I'll talk about the cell, I think. There's a cell, Tabitha, in the Forbidden Wing. You know what? The same cell we saw in a vision on Wednesday. The one with Avery. Okay, he did not say that.
He kind of did.
I mean...
He's definitely implying that Tabitha knows about all those things and has invited you here to use you as
something. It wasn't just... It didn't immediately imply that
No, but
room.
It implies the whole thing, though.
Yeah. Lane says he was kept there. I think you two are getting to be a little chatty. Wouldn't get too close to that thing if I were you. Wouldn't want to catch whatever it's got. As for whatever you think you saw in the Forbidden Wing, all that is ancient history. I'd rather let old sins stay buried. I've done enough atonement for 1 week. Found our family medical records yesterday. Oh, you're such a snoop. Never mind. Alright. I'm gonna jump straight to this. Fill Tabitha in on the stone you found last night, the one that gave you the vision about Teddy. Visions feel important. Something is slowly being communicated to you, but you don't have enough of a picture to know exactly what. Paige, I don't want to talk about this. They give you seizures, that's bad. End of story. Shouldn't have to tell you not to go looking for any more that might be buried around here, even if that's even the case. I feel like this is fair. We can do it together. You don't have to be closed off. I'm gonna say that. Oh, can we face this together? Not that I even know what this is well enough to face it. But you haven't exactly made my life easy, have you? I know you're trying, just... Even this conversation is a fight. You know I have a mind to manage, right? How much more of my time do you plan to waste playing Nancy Drew? I don't know that talking about either of these two things is particularly helpful. I don't think she wants to talk about Perlane. Talk to Wayne after seeing everything.
She definitely doesn't like any mention of Wayne.
She hates it, so feels... She doesn't seem interested in any of this. Sure. Done anything wrong? I mean, I'm not really specifically trying to accuse her of anything.
No.
I guess I could mention the reason she brought me here. I don't think an emotional appeal will work with Tabitha at all.
I also don't think it will.
I'm gonna see what this is. And I think you're planning. There's nothing you wouldn't do to keep this shithole of town going. Okay. All the things confusing and messed up, but I know you're hiding something, just tell me. Your family made a deal with you. Okay, no. I think you brought... Okay. I think you were... Nah. I believe Wayne when he told me Dutch. Okay. I don't know. I feel like this will be upsetting. It just is the most appealing. I feel like that's also is the most appealing, but I'm accusing her before I even have anything. Really.
Yeah.
I don't have anything solid, and
you just have Wayne's word.
And that's really not enough. I don't know Wayne's motive either.
Right.
This seems stupid. I feel like I could just do this one. She's hiding something, obviously. She's not telling me something.
Yeah.
Even if it upsets her, I'm just gonna press it. The whole thing is confusing and messed up. I know you're hiding something. Just tell me. Tabitha stares at you, silent. You notice your cousin make an odd twitch, some unnatural movement hidden behind her desk. Sad enough, though I really, really have to wonder what you expected to get out of this conversation. Let's say, just for a minute, that every single thing you've said, everything you've so much as implied is true. You chose, in the face of all these revelations about our family, to bring them to me alone. You're so much dumber than you look. Damn, girl, you gonna just shoot me in the face? She levels a gun at you, the end of the barrel is like an unblinking black eye. Don't move. Wish you could understand the things that I've gone through. Responsibilities that you've never had to shoulder. But you don't give a shit about me, do you? That's fine. I'm used to that. People usually stop giving a shit about me sooner or later. When the fuck did I say that? Besides, it's not like it changes anything whether you like me or not. It doesn't even matter if you're right about everything you saw. All that matters to me is you think you're right. I'm not going to let my idiot cousin run around slandering my family's name to the hundreds of thankless people I've worked every day of my fucking life to save. I'm gonna go keen eye on this one. Saw you do something weird on the table. What'd you do? Nothing escapes you, does it? Verlaine had a line to the police installed on the desk. Never had to use it before. That's what you've driven me to. Not that you have any shame about that. This allegation you're making are insane. You should really listen to yourself right now. You sound crazy. So the police are coming. That's where things are at right now. What happens when the police get here is another question. That one depends on you. You might as well keep talking, but know that if I feel threatened, they're going to pick up on that when they get here. Make sure they pick up on that. Before you decide that the smart thing to do would be to leave my office and make a run for it, let me tell you why that's a bad idea. You leave, but the only one here when they arrive. Make sure they get all the details of this conversation, but you won't be privy to what exactly I share. There are some things you probably won't even remember you said. Now are we clear? Do we have an understanding? Oh, okay. Let's stay silent. Say nothing. I'm gonna take that as a yes. Now, is there anything else you want to say to me, or should we wait in silence for them to get here? Okay, that's irrelevant. So your answer to all this is a gun and a threat. That just proves I'm right. Also everything's about you. I feel like I resonate with this one.
I'm with it.
Oh, so everything's about you, huh? It's like you don't even listen to me. Everything is about this town. I'm the only person left that's even trying to hold it all together. You're a loser, Paige, so I wouldn't expect you to get it. Maybe one day, if you get your act together, you'll have people who actually depend on you for their livelihoods. Are you actually out of your mind? But until you know the weight of that, your opinion is meaningless to me. Whatever. An expected interruption given the exchange you and Tabitha just had around the switch she flipped on her desk. And that would be the police. I wish you didn't have to come down to me calling the police on my own cousin, I really do. The funeral's just a couple days away. We could have kept pretending. Because it's not like I haven't noticed you digging around for old family secrets. You're pretty obvious. But I really didn't want to drag this out into the public, you know. I hate that kind of attention. But you backed me in a corner. You did this. Oh. Wonderful. And that's that. Scarlet, permission to enter? You were called, weren't you? Come on in. Door swings open and the sternest member of the Scarlet Hollow's finest walks in. Well, isn't this a pleasant coincidence? I've been looking for you all morning, city slicker. You're in a lot of trouble, kid. Too much trouble to let you keep wandering around causing mayhem. Saying you're going to take my cousin in, officer? As a matter of fact, I was. Yes, Miss Scarlet. See, there have been all these problems around town lately, and... explanation. Go ahead, be my guest. Really? You're handing your last living relative over no objections? You won't have me fired for abuse of power or anything? No, I think some time under lock and key could do my cousin some good. Fuck you, Tabitha. But if you could handle this outside, appreciate it. I've got paperwork to catch up on. What is your obsession with this shitty mine? I'm just saying nothing. Choosing to ignore you in what might be your last moments of freedom. Officer Franklin grabs you by the arm, forcefully dragging you out of the cousin's trailer and towards his waiting squad car. Paige, you have the right to remain silent. You arresting me for what? I sure am, and I'm so happy you asked. Stopped by the doctor's office this morning after getting a call. I wouldn't believe the mess I found in there. Hard to tell what happened when we've got no bodies to identify. And what with Duke dying under mysterious circumstances just a few days ago, it's probably right in front of you. I say we've got plenty of questions we'd like answered. Is that enough reason for you? I don't care if you're related to, justice will be served, and I will be getting to the bottom of things. So like I said, you've got the right to remain silent. Alright. I'm just gonna stop talking. That's exactly right, Missy. Anything you can say can and will be used, blah, blah, blah. Deputy Franklin whips out a pair of handcuffs, tightening them quickly around your wrists in a smooth police academy maneuver. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions. Okay. Yep. Police jargon. He escorts you towards his cop car, opening the back door as he continues reciting your Miranda rights. If you decide any questions now without a lawyer present, you have the right to stop answering at any time. Police jargon. As you're shoved into the car, a voice crackles over the radio. Franklin, pick up already. We ain't got all day, boy. Apologies, Sheriff. I was just apprehending Paige as discussed over the radio. It's nice and all, but we need you up at the farm pronto. Got ourselves a possible 187 Bruin. 10-4. Damn, this day keeps getting crazier. Suppose you'll have to come along for the ride, miss. Okay. Deputy Franklin wastes no time in turning on those sirens, blast down the road towards whatever emergency is underway, with you in tow. It's probably one of the few times he has ever been able to do this, and despite his sunglasses and stiff demeanor, there's definitely an excitement in the way he cruises around the treacherous mountain turns. As the car pulls up to the farm, you feel it again. Tingling at the back of your skull, urgency, almost like a hand pressed you gently forward. The threat that it might become more forceful if you don't comply. There's so much crying that can only stop if you tend to it. Another stone here, and it's refusing to let you ignore it. The feeling is strange when you try to examine it. Contradictory, something that both desires to be alone, at the same time needs you in its presence. It's bringing something into this world and needs your help delivering it. Okay. Deputy Franklin gets out of his car, leaving you in the back as he joins the assembled crowd. Alright, Sheriff, what's the situation? I got tired of waiting for y'all to come to your jobs, so he took it upon himself to go investigate the Tremaine household. He ain't come back out, and it's been hours. Irma, I'll do the honors of briefing the officer on our current situation. You can go back to the house and let us handle it from here. But y'all don't know about all his traps and whatnot. Duke was always saying not to go in there on account of the Tremaine insanity. Alright, ma'am, we're the police, facing dangerous situations at our job. The woman, who you take it to be Beau's mom, reluctantly returns to the porch of her house, watching the other building intently as the officers talk amongst themselves. Franklin, you're with me. We're heading on in to get a handle on the situation. Derrickson, you listening in from the squad car. I believe we can settle this without you, but you're our backup if things go south, alright? Yes, sir. Think there's any hope for the hostage? Been awful quiet. If you ask me, I don't suspect there is a hostage, not anymore. We'll likely be calling in a hearse once this is all settled. Lovely. With the tip of the hat, Hugsby signals to Franklin and the two make their way up the hill towards the old farmhouse. Hey there, Paige. Sorry you had to come along for the ride. We'll have you back at the station soon enough. Sounds like this won't take long to settle. Meantime, I'll keep you company. The thing calling out to you is starting to lose its patience. You can find a way out of here before it gets angry. Okay, that is out of pocket. That's not happening.
Try one of your explorer options.
Yeah.
I think it's a fair question.
Yeah. You don't really think Beau is dead in there, do you? I'd love to be wrong about this, I really would. It'd be a real shame considering what poor Irma's already been through this week. But Beau's a big man. Hard to keep a big man like that from moving around and making a fuss, and we've seen a whole lot of nothing going on in there. Still as the grave, if you pardon the expression. Right. This is stupid. I guess
You can try them. I just don't think either of them will do anything.
I don't either. I feel like I wouldn't bother saying either of those things. I feel like waiting in silence is about all I can do.
Yeah, I mean, I
I don't like any of these other
I don't
options.
think any of those are gonna get you out of here.
No. Nothing else to do but wait. There is a sound coming from the house on the hill, shouting, angry and panicked. A frantic voice crackles over the radio. Derrickson, come in. The sheriff is down. Those damn traps. Irma wasn't kidding. Keep it together, Franklin. Is he breathing? And what is the status on Tremaine and Calloway? Something in the basement. Going down now. Hear an ungodly noise of the radio. Gunshot and then static. Damn. Franklin, report. There's only silence. Damn it, Franklin. Deputy Derrickson gets out of the car. What in the... Reese? Reese! Paige! Hey, brother! The bloodied man thing rips the car door off its hinges before breaking your handcuffs. What is up, Reese? You're free at least physically, but your newfound mobility has only made the pull of the stone carving even stronger. The only thought you have is that you need to keep going. See the stone you know is somewhere nearby. I'm sorry, did I scare you? I was just trying to come to your rescue. I thought maybe this was because of last night. That maybe they thought it was you. Did he kill him?
Possible.
Word. You know what? Alright. It's happening again. The pull from one of these stones. Oh, like in the morgue? I get it. You don't have much. Holy shit. Reese's face erupts. The shot echoes out across the field from the direction of the farmhouses. You can make out Irma's half-muted cries. Good lord, I knew them things from the woods were gonna come for people sooner or later. Deputy, can you hear me? You can't. Step of the man's headless body. I see. Knowing Reese as he scampers back into the underbrush, clutching at what's left of his jaw. Just another distraction. Talking is just noise. Her words don't matter. There's a humming in your head, almost like a voice, and you can just barely make out. But you know it will be clearer the closer you get to the stone. Start wandering up towards the farmhouse at the top of the hill. Continue forward. You barely even notice your hand slipping over the doorknob. And now you're inside. Oh, man. It is bad in here. Sheriff Hugby dangles in the middle of the room, an axe, attached to some strange mechanism in the ceiling, embedded in his face, holding up his corpse in an imitation of life. Past the body, you can see a giant pumpkin through the door to the garage. Cracked open, its guts strewn across the floor. Seeds dotted across the hardwood like a trail of breadcrumbs leading to the basement stairs. There's nobody alive here, which means there's nobody to stop you from going where you need to go. Man. You reach the basement door and start to claw at the weird fleshy vines blocking your way. They're strong, but they relent under your touch, welcoming you down below. Hello? Who the hell? So you tried to undermine me, witch? I should have known. You tried to find a way around the rules. You've trapped the town. This isn't what any of us wanted. Should nullify the deal before it gets any worse. It's just unhappy. I didn't think something like that would be so opinionated. I have a plan to placate it. If it wants a less broken body, you can have one. Then we'll see if it still feels cheated enough to hold a grudge. It's not too late, Enoch. You can let Eddie have the baby, and your family can go back to normal. Happy and unburdened. I'll clean everything up. It can be like nothing ever happened. I'll even leave town. Manipulative hag. That's what you wanted all along, wasn't it? This whole ordeal was just an opportunity for you to have access to it. Well, I know better than to hand an ounce of power over to you, Verena. Our partnership has come to an end, which I will be continuing on with my business, and you should be grateful that I let you continue on with yours. One of these days, Enoch, someone will be strong enough to do what needs to be doing, to do what needs doing. I can wait. I can wait a long, long time. Ah, I see. Hey. You're not dead, are you? You know, I fucked everyone over. Even the witch. The witch? Sybil? She sent you? She tricked you into taking her side and all this? Guess I should have known I possibly wasn't the only one whose life she decided to fuck with. All that ends now. I'm in charge here, and I'll get what I was promised. Hey man, calm down. It's all good. Speak for yourself. Damn. Poor Bo. Your vision finally focuses, and your mind is once again your own. What in the hell is Avery doing down here? Avery watches you furtively from across the room. The man, Julius, holds a gun and a silent threat. Franklin clutches at a nasty wound in his side, blood spilling out onto the dirt floor of the unfinished basement. This has turned more violent than I could ever have expected.
I'm with you.
And in the corner is Bo. Something is attached to him. The source of the awful noise. It stutters with pain inhalations. Bo is still breathing, but he doesn't look well. The stone brought you here and stuck you in the middle of another nightmare. Let's bring Paige up to speed, Julius. She looks a little shell-shocked. You bet. Where do I fucking begin? Alright. So the witch, I caught her doing some shit she shouldn't have been doing, and she offered me a deal if I kept it to myself. I always wanted to raise a boy of my own. God never saw fit to give me the chance. She gave me the means to right that injustice. Only it obviously didn't quite go the way it was supposed to. Calloway's interfered, just like always. Made it so I had to hatch him earlier than he was ready. He came out hungry. Too hungry for me to handle. He kept trying to get at me, so I had to hole up down here. It's been stuck since fucking Wednesday night. Damn roots won't let me leave, and they clogged up the drain, so I haven't been able to call that witch and get her to make things right. I'm a man of preparedness. Figured I could wait it out. Till Bo here decided to trespass. Guess he lost a tussle with my boy. The two of them wound up down here with me. That's about sums it up. I guess in the end, it's only fair. Son for a son. The birth ain't ever pretty, is it? It's not like doing it the old-fashioned way, is all sunshine and roses. I would... The comparison is very negligible. Just hope he winds up looking more like a person when he's done cooking. I don't give a shit about your story. None of that gives you a reason to shoot a cop. Are you, like, even present for what you're witnessing right now?
Apparently not.
Self-defense, castle doctrine. I'm not saying that. Do you know how to contact her? The witch? Of course I fucking do. You think I'm some sort of idiot who makes a deal without some way to get out of it? Not my fault that thing went to shit before I could call her up. Fact is, I tried, but the only means of contact I've got is that faucet over there. It's fed by natural spring water, and that's her preferred method of communication. Like her internet, I suppose? But as you can see, it is currently out of order. My boy's got his, needle in there? We won't be getting a drop out of it till he's calmed down. You'll have your witch as soon as this is all settled. So don't do anything stupid, none of you. Conversation is interrupted by Bo shifting uncomfortably as the creature lets out a guttural moan. So what? We're just supposed to just wait until the Calloway kid dies? That's exactly right. My kid gets born and we'll all forget this ever happened. Bo and the baby. I ain't saying that in front of him.
He already knows, though.
I guess. Well, he implied that I was a problem there, but there's no evidence. I'm gonna go with this one. What exactly happens after this thing is finished? You think it's just gonna be a normal kid? Would you say that about those little premature babies they keep in the incubators? We don't know what he's gonna look like, but that don't matter, because he's my son, and I love him. I know he'll get big and strong if he just gets himself enough food. Even if he doesn't change, he's kind of cute like this anyway. I Really weird, but cute. I think he looks...
Oh, you want tea? It's kind of going down anyways.
Yeah, if you boil our water, we can have the tea. Hell. How's the brightness in this? We don't look too bad.
We can turn on the light if you want.
I think that might be good. Tea's going. Take a minute to have a sippy here. I don't know how to think about how fast this episode has popped off.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
And since there was so much soap, I think you should just run it plain again, I'll be honest. Without any detergent.
Look better.
I bet it does.
The crusted soap is fine, but it still has green spots.
It probably isn't gonna not have green spots.
Yeah, it's really stained.
He left a bag in his car, and it was the bag he used to take to the gym, and he forgot about it, so some soap bottles exploded. Got really nasty and moldy. Trying to clean it. Nice little bag though. We're trying to clean it.
It's a good fucking bag.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's a little wide.
Just want my bag to be nice again.
Yeah.
I'm so sad that happened.
I want you to have it.
It still sucks in the bottom.
Nah, and you know what? Take your bag out and do a clean on the washer. If there's still suds in it, that means it needs to clean itself. I don't know what the hell this flesh creature is and what the hell is wrong with this town.
Everyone's insane.
And that's where I'm, like, gathering. Like, everyone's actually lost their minds.
All the normal people are dying.
Yeah.
Bo is a normal person. I still don't know why Avery's down here.
I have no idea why Avery's down here, why he came here.
It makes no sense.
I'm very curious to know why the hell Avery's here. You want to do our tea? Do the honors?
Good.
You'll probably have to move the tea bag itself out of the way. Sorry, we're making our tea. Maybe move the herbs around a little bit.
There's no more liquid in the top.
It's in the bottom.
Yeah, but like...
That has to be... It's plugged. Just move. There you go.
Interesting.
There you go.
Weird. It's odd.
Yeah, it just happens sometimes. Probably have to mix what's in there because of the sugar, but that's about it.
That's why I asked if you wanted a chopstick for sure.
I forgot. I'm sorry. My bad, bro. Oh, I forgot to make our tortellinis. I need to make that when we're done.
Never boiled it.
No, I forgot to. It'll cool down really quickly. It didn't take very long.
It's funny.
Oh, another thing we're going to be doing is cooking videos. We're going to do a lot more content. I think the first thing we'll do, it'll be for YouTube, not Twitch. And it'll be cleaning our house. I know those videos exist. I know people like them, and goddamn, the kitchen needs help. That was interesting.
I'm excited to try it.
This is a wildberry tea with a loose leaf tea mix. It's supposed to help clear your lungs. I have no idea how logical that is, but I want to do the rest of our tea there. In fact, it might dress. Sure it's hot. You can keep going. And that's it. There you go. Make it hot. Alright. Boom. Alright, let's find out why any of this... I feel like it got the difficulty level of getting through these have kicked up to 10.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody's pissed off and just... What the hell happened to Tabitha? I was talking to her normal. How much tea has she drank? Because I'm still on team Tabitha's just has been completely rewritten to not trust me at all. I still think it's Sybil. It's doing whatever. I get what the Vision said, but like, I don't know. Not bad. First sip was weird, second sip's better, third is good. Alright. We got this. I know it'll stop with Bo. Sounds like it was hunting you before it found him. What happens when it gets hungry again? I don't appreciate you trying to pick all this apart. Just sit there and stay quiet and we won't have trouble, got it? It won't get the chance to go after Julius. I'll be taking you in. You are the most useless character here. Just go ahead and bleed out if you wouldn't mind. Not if you hurry up and die. Bo squirmed with discomfort. The baby seems to be digging deeper. I don't think prying this off of Bo at this point is saving Bo.
No.
He's very much in there. Which? Okay, that
Untrue.
Untrue. She clearly betrayed you. This doesn't seem like what she promised, does it? Damn it, none of you people have any patience. He needs time, and he needs food. It can't be easy making a baby this way. It's not easy making it normal way. What the hell, Avery? How long have you been down here? Isn't he infected too? But isn't it still beautiful even the way it is now? No.
Absolutely not.
It's eating him alive. You should be horrified. What'd you catch her doing that made her make a deal with you? Look, I'm a man of my word. She told me I'd get what I wanted, and I told her she would get my silence. I'll stand by that. But that being said, perhaps it had something to do with that husband of hers and whatever it was he was sick with. Husband, she's married, but she's so young. Young, that old crone? Must be talking about different people, kid. It ain't like she's married now anyway. He's been dead for some time on account of that illness.
I don't know what Avery's talking about.
Avery is plumb gone. I haven't a clue. Situation. Boom. What kind of man lets another man take his sacrifices for him? The hell would you know about being a man? Grow a pair and tell me how you feel. You know, I'm a man, Julius, and I think you're a coward. Correction, Franklin. You're a pig, not a man. Sold your soul for some donuts and a shiny badge. You know, Julius, I actually think Paige might be onto something. It's about connection, you know? Having a stranger make the connection that should be yours. No, I'm not getting guilt-tripped into dying today. This is my one chance for things to go right in my life. Everybody else got their chances already. Don't I deserve mine? Came this far. Don't I deserve to see my boy open his eyes for the first time? Bo twitches, his skin blossoming with fresh bruises as the thing takes more of them. Damn it!
No, the game's like a visual novel type of game. Gives you a bunch of choices. Your choices have consequences. You have to live with them.
Yeah. Very replayable is what it's coming out to be.
Yeah. I played on my own a little bit, and my game's a lot different than hers.
Mm-hmm. Life's unfair to you, so you kill a man over it. Why do you even want a kid? Like I need to explain myself to you? You make a habit of going around asking everybody why they had kids? What if I'm the one asking? I never thought you were the kind of guy who wanted a family. You seem to like being left alone, so why? Fine, because you're asking. So they're friends, or
Yes.
he's got the illusion of friendship. Not sure. I mean, Avery's been drinking this tea a lot too, so I don't really know what he's seeing or has been seeing. Kid gives me something to live for, somebody to do right for, some hope that life goes on after I die. Same reason anybody has kids, damn it, I don't know. Sorry, Julius, should have talked to you more, or come out here to visit. You had plenty, don't worry about it. Is there really no way we could separate him from Bo? Maybe we offer him something better? It's ain't a debate. Shut up, or I'll shut your mouth for you. I don't know, Julius. I still think there's something we're missing. Paige thinks so too. Maybe it's worth talking about again. That's why I'm here in the first place, right? Come up with some other solution? I see. And you and I already decided this was best. How are you in on this? What the hell is in that tea?
I don't know.
What is in that tea? That discussion was had and done with before anybody else ever showed up. Can you even hear me, man? Uh-huh. Gotta get back to Mama worrying about me. I don't think it likes when he talks. Those things under the skin start moving. Looks painful. And everybody should stop asking him questions. Let him die easy. The thing on her bow skin shifts, writhing in an imitation of clenching muscle. Fuck. Well, I don't... Damn it. Life's unfair, so you kill a guy over it? I'm not killing anybody, I'm just standing here. I feel like I did a single thing to Bo. Trespassed on my property. Everybody knows not to do that. What happens to him is his problem. What about me? You shot me. Save your breath, asshole. Maybe you won't die so quick. Situation. I don't really give a shit about Franklin if I'm being so for real.
No.
Have you thought about what happens after this? The sheriff's dead. Should have disarmed that trap. I knew it. I just didn't think anybody else would be coming. Blame yourself, kid. The sheriff knew better. That's why none of these boys ever come around here. They know they've met their match. To answer that thinly veiled threat of yours, can't say I give much of a shit right now. In this moment, I'm here, and my boy's here. We got our happy little family. You're gonna be tried for murder, Tremaine. But Julius doesn't answer. He just watches in silence as the shriveled creature continues to slowly kill Bo. Bo seems in a bad way. His eyes are glazed, his jaw slack, except where the roots of the childlike thing are holding it in place. His body can't take much more. I feel like I have convinced no one to kill this thing.
No. And if you attack it, I mean, he's just gonna shoot.
Yeah. I mean, I know the gun's loaded. He's gonna just kill me. You know how to take care of it once it's done? It's meant to be a kid when it's done. Other people seem to figure out how to raise those all the time. Don't need her giving me parenting tips. They just don't eat people to live. This doesn't seem that unusual to me, actually. Avery, you are the most unhelpful person in this room. Isn't this kind of what babies do? Their mothers? It's not like they're eating takeout in there for 9 months, you know? He's actively killing him. Babies don't kill their mothers either. Exactly what the kid said. Oh my god, I'm talking to delusional people. I cannot get through to these people. Julius, dude, we gotta do something. Bo's in a lot of pain. This can't be what was supposed to happen. Yes.
I think Bo's gonna die.
I think Bo's gonna die too.
I don't think you can get out of this.
No. I'm gonna throw it to the wind. She died last night. Bo surprises. Blah blah blah. She's dead? How? Something happened. Blood everywhere. Saw it this morning. Makes it even easier then. Galloway kid is dying no matter what. And yeah, you don't do anything other than talk while the kids are finished. What did you want me to do? This isn't the time or place for you to make a choice. Even if that wasn't the case, it's too late for me. Even if that wasn't the case, it's too late for make any other choice now other than continued inaction. Much as things slowly solidifies its breaths more confident as Bo's grow shallow. Can't let this happen. Better him than me. He attempts to lean forward, reaching with a bloody hand for his gun, but he winces his hand, pausing and falling back to his side. Damn it. Try to sit and watch. I could put enough holes in you already, you don't need another one. I would like to, but he's got a gun. Watches each other with unease. Alright if I sit by him? Sure. But I'll shoot you if you make any moves, kid. I don't want to, but I will. They take his hands and theirs. She's not even gonna do anything to comfort the man as the roots sink deeper, taking more. Sorry, Bo, it'll be over soon, okay? You're not alone. What in the actual hell? Can't die, Mama would be sad. I'm sorry, Bo. But he does. The thing finally pulls away from what's left of Bo, and in place of the dead man's breathing, its ungodly cries fill the room. It's alright, boy. You just killed a man. No, I watched him die. I killed you. At least I will have if you ever finish dying. Creature's connection to its whim has been severed, and the house groans unnaturally, straining under the weight of the meat that infiltrated its walls. Faucet in the corner of the room, finally unclogged, bursts to life, and the water pours out to the dirt floor. Want your witch? Well, here she comes. Did she tell you what you're supposed to do with it now? Do you know what it eats? I mean, what else it eats? Your hands are wet, the water is spreading, pulling around you, making the floor slippery with mud. We're not calling him it. He gets a proper name now. Joseph, after my father. And I bought some baby food. You think he'll like creamed spinach? The water is suddenly much higher. It rises up past your ankles.
Cry quietly in the corner.
That's what I feel like doing. Am I the only one paying attention? It's up to your chest now. There's no denying it. What are you talking about? There's no water. But there is. He just can't see it. Because his words are swallowed by the flood.
Word.
What? You feel like you're choking. There's water in your lungs, or there should be. Your ears are filled with the sound of rushing current. It's cold and dark, and there are people screaming somewhere. Dolls. Whoa. Hello. There are bodies in the water with you. They are all dead. 1,000 corpses, 1,000 homes, all torn to pieces. The flood recedes. It hasn't happened yet. You are the mother of a daughter, and your daughter has told you about her terrible dream. It's going to kill everyone. You're not the one who had the vision. Not yet. It's only been described to you by the daughter you have been teaching, as your mother taught you. You're the only one who can stop it, Mother, but you won't be strong enough. Her words are heavy. village is doomed then. No, I've seen a path forward, the only path that doesn't end in death. Take my power, I give it willingly. Then you can save them all. I like this bottom one. There is one way you can keep me with you. Take my power, I'll live in you, as I once did. I will never leave you. I feel like there's like only one answer then.
Yeah.
Accept your daughter's decision. She is not the child she once was, and there is a confidence in her that you have no choice but to respect. Take her back. Her powers become yours. The flood does not come. The village is saved, and no one ever knows the sacrifice that was made for their lives. No one but you. Years have passed. You outlive everyone you used to know. You move on, you meet new people, you start a new life. You have another daughter. This television is yours. The face of your first daughter that lives in you shows you what is coming. Rotting bodies in the streets, the smell of sickness on the wind, church bells ringing for an endless parade of funerals, an entire city whose gates will never reopen. Everyone inside the wall falling to the curse of plague. You are among the numbers, your body no longer strong enough to heal it, even itself. You are not enough to stop it. Not as you are. There's another path, a narrow thread. If you were stronger, you could tug at it, and unravel the tapestry of the future. Mother, what's wrong? Your daughter will never be as strong as you are, not after what you had to do, but she still carries in her some strength. Enough. I feel like explaining to her is fine.
Yeah.
Tell her what's coming. You explain what she has to give up. What you both have to give up. You love your daughter. After all, you will miss her, as you missed your first. She's angry. Even when you try to explain that she will be a part of you, that she won't die, she cries and cries. She tries to run away from you. Fate is attempting to cut its loose thread. I feel like no. Do not let your daughter run from you. No plague comes. The city never knows that it would have been a ruin. There is an unhappiness in you she didn't understand. What you took of her is angry, confused, restless. You'll have to carry that with you. It is a part of the burden of what you are. Though no one knows the depth of what you have done, over the years you have not escaped notice. Find yourself in a capital, in a place whose name has changed too many times to count. A war is brewing. The eyes of those who hold fate in their hands are on you. Their lips asking which threads to pull and which to cut. The tapestry is once again revealed to you. The war rages, and it never stops raging, bleeding that spans generations. Children born to die, decades of pain that leave a raw wound in the world. Or it ends before it begins. The few die for the sake of the many. You can guide powerful hands to crush those that need crushing. Only you have more power of your own. You call your daughter to you. You raise them differently these days. The disquiet left by the reluctant daughters taught you a permanent lesson. They don't need convincing anymore. They're ready to return to you whenever you need them. Take her back. The daughter joins her sisters easily, as she has been trained to do. You're the only one who will remember her sacrifice and her name. A small rebellion is crushed before it becomes a revolution. People in power are happy. You leave. You don't want to see any more visions of war. You set your sights on a place where there are no kings. Yet, even an ocean away, power finds you. A man with aspirations. Anyone can hold power here, you have discovered, if they're vicious enough to want it. The hunger in him senses the power in you. For a time, you humor him. You allow him to give you a life of comfort, you and your daughter. You don't see a future where he ever grows more powerful than you can manage. Not until the vision comes. A war like none the world has witnessed. A fledgling nation devoured in the nest. A man who sits on a throne where none was meant to be. The world under his cruel fist, bowing to its crushing weight. The very ocean stained red by his influence. He's already on his way. You realize too late. You have been too close to him to see it. Your choices have already narrowed. The war is coming whether you strike now or not. The loose thread sticking out from a mass of blood. You too weak to grasp it. But you have a daughter. You always have a daughter. Until you don't. Take her back. She joins her sisters as is her destiny, and you remove him from the world. The hole where he was is filled by lesser men, none of whom remember whose shoes they're stepping into, and none of whom can hope to command the way he would have. Blood is spilled, less blood, but you still feel every drop. You hide yourself away from the world, you and your daughter. The vision still finds you, but here they are small. The decision's simple. You make them all the same, helping where you can. A storm halted, a conflict settled. So one day, when you are shown a dark pit, splintering wood, debris trapping everyone inside, bodies burning as the very rock catches fire, children screaming as their flesh bubbles, their silence as lungs fill with smoke. You know the choice that lies in front of you. I feel like you still do. Take her back. She joins her sisters as so many have before her. Disasters averted, lives are saved, and you have another daughter. That's not what happened. Not this time. You take your daughter's hand and you look at her in the eyes. They're green like yours. You don't want to do it this time. You stare out over the hills together as a plume of smoke rises into the air, but you can't hear the screams from here. You assume you will die one day, like anyone else. After all, you're long past due. But you'll be lucky enough to know your grandchildren before you go. Then the man comes, and with him a vision. He has already decided. He is bringing something here, something ravenous that doesn't belong, that has been pressing at the edges of your world, trying to find a way in. It has its way now, whether you help him or not. More of the thread you followed comes into focus. For the first time, you follow it beyond your death. Disaster after disaster, crisis after crisis, thousands of years of little cuts that you weren't there to mend. On and on it goes, longer than you can ever hope to follow. Its toll eternal and incalculable. But there is a new thread too. If you are patient enough, if you are strong enough when the moment finally comes, you do everything right, and devour this thing that sits outside the world. And it will give you so much power that you will never have to take back a daughter again. You could fix as many things as you care to fix. Floods, plagues, wars, kings. You look into her green eyes, so much like yours. I feel like
You could try taking her back.
I feel like that'll just be like, no. Because this feels like it is, what's her name? Forgotten. Sybil's daughter. Kanika. This is what this feels like. You can't. But you did. Oh. You welcome her back as you have with every daughter before her, and you help the man. Ah, so not Kanika. He's arrogant. He cheats the thing from another world in every way he can. You waste your time. There will have to be more daughters before the day comes that this will be over. But days and daughters come and go, and you are very patient. You have to be. If you're to stop the hurt that would scar a world without you, they are to guide it. And now you are here, on the cusp of the end, the final daughter. Paige, what are you doing here? Are you real? No, it doesn't matter. I don't care if you're a dream or not. I made my decision anyway. Don't bother trying to talk me out of it. I finally have a real purpose. And now that I know that what that purpose has always been, I can't go back. Or it would hang over me for the rest of my stupid small life. What exactly is she trying to prevent? Do you even know? That thing that Enoch brought, whatever it is, breaking out and causing havoc. And all those disasters my mom would be able to stop if she takes its power for herself. So much smaller than all of that. But in this moment, I can be what stops it. It could be big enough. My life could be meaningful. You know, I don't think I've ever seen you without glasses before. It suits you? That's an interesting thought, mystical and keen-eye. I'll take it. No, I don't think I've ever seen you without those before. It suits you. Huh? Of course, I should have known better than to think I could hide from you, Paige. I was trying to trick you for what it's worth. I'm sure that doesn't sound very truthful. Please try to trust that this is all in your best interests. I'd hoped it would all be over before you could find me. I know it can be unpleasant to watch. I hoped to spare you, even if I knew in my heart that all the worthwhile roads for you to walk would bring you right here before I could finish my work. But you know this has to be done to save you, to save Tabitha, to save everyone in town. Haven't they all been stuck long enough? Nika can't save them on her own, but I can. I wish this wasn't how this had to be, but it's the only way your story gets a happy ending. There is no illusion masking her words, no trickery, she's speaking her truth. But perhaps there remains a narrow path for you to walk. I'm gonna do it! Of course. The scratching on the walls, this was what it was for. Paige, no, you don't know what you don't have to know how to speak it. The thought of it brings the sound to your lips. The name forcing its way out, yearning to be free from your mind, and used as a dagger it is. Whoa. The dagger tears into her. Everything that is not her pours out of her the delicate tapestry of her existence. The parts she arranged so neatly scattering, their voices filling the dream around you, confusing as her careful order is upended. A single dangling thread comes into focus. Paige, wait. You can't see now how this will benefit you because you don't understand the danger you're in. Your enemies have made sure you can't, not until it's too late. I'm the one who wants to see you walk free, but I understand why you wouldn't trust me. Of course I do. I had to weave my own little lies as part of this ridiculous game. Please know that I'm not lying now. And if you don't believe a word I've said about your own safety, I'll give you something else too, something you need. As you are now, you're limited to your potential. There is so much more you could be. I could give that to you, consider it a wish granted. I only need to finish what I started. Pull the thread. You ignore her offer. You grab the thread and pull. The delicate tapestry is unwoven, the witch's careful work torn open, but only momentarily, as her daughter's hands are finally unbound enough to grab for their mother. Their cries are a song, calling out as they drag her down into the depths of their mass, craving her warmth, her attention, her love, as it has been so long since she held them. Yes. The tapestry weaves itself shut around her, the cries grow quiet, sated. The witch is gone. Nika catches her breath in the space once occupied by her sisters. Now she stands alone. Though she isn't really alone, not anymore. She never will be. She wears the weave of all those generations of power. Someone has to. What did you do to me?
Welcome to the Dead Moms Club.
That is super funny. I think I gave you her power. But I don't know how to use it. She never taught me anything or told me anything. Magic wasn't supposed to be real. I'll have to do what she was going to do? How do I even know what that is? How do I save the town if I don't even know what's wrong with it? There's just so much pressure. I never asked for this. I think I can handle it.
I like that one, and I like
Same.
the top one.
But you do know what's wrong with it. People are stuck here. So let's free them. I think this one's better.
But I do like the dog.
I get you. We can figure this out together. That's what we've been doing all week, remember? You're right. We can figure this out. Made it all the way here and did whatever it is you just did. I think it's too much for us to handle. She takes a deep breath, collecting herself. We'll just take it one step at a time. First step, figure out how to get out of here. It's weird. Everything felt slippery before. Like I couldn't hold on to anything, but now it's like I can see how it's all put together and where all the seams are. So if I just... You don't see whatever it is she was doing. The world around you goes dark. You're moving, like your current is carrying you somewhere. Buoying you upwards. Your body ascends rapidly until finally you surface. Jesus Christ, where am I?
Rain.
Oh. Hey girl. You're outside. It's raining. You have no idea where you are. Tulip, Janie. Actually. Oh. Yeah, episode 5. Final chapters. Oh, that was so good.
That was good.
I'm still solid on my. I'm I'm still solid on my decisions. Yay.
Oh yeah.
Right. Well, there's no continue from here. Settings. I did save though. Correct. Alright. And that was Scarlet Hollow. Dude, that was so good.
It was fun.
That was really good. Oh, I'm super pleased. That's sick. And I think that's it for now. I think we're good.
Yeah.
How long have we been streaming for?
2 hours.
Oh, good. Okay, so it was about 2 hours.
Yeah, your estimate was actually right.
Another update, so.
We talked about it before the stream about how long it might take.
Yeah.
Her assumption was 2 hours. Spot on, really.
Yeah, that was good. Okay. All right.
That's good shit.
That was really good. I like how it's going.
Woot.
I'm really glad that I pulled that string. I didn't want Kanika to go anywhere. I was like, can I save like one person this chapter?
Yeah.
Reese is maybe alive still. Tabitha is a lost cause. I don't know where, oh my god, what is her name? It's been so long since I played. Our other friend with the pug.
Stella.
Stella. I don't know where she's at. All the cops are dead. Supposedly. I know.
Franklin might be alive.
Franklin might be alive.
I mean, Julius definitely seemed keen on him dying, but...
He wasn't dead, though, so... I really feel bad for Bo.
Facts.
I don't know how... I don't think my character could have gone out.
You needed a trait.
Yeah, I think you would have needed a trait for that.
Strong.
Probably.
Strong
Give me that
spirit.
gun. I'm shooting that thing. Anyway. Good first stream.
Good first stream.
That was cool.
I had fun.
Yeah. I'll see you guys, or we'll see you guys
We'll see you guys.
in the next one. Bye.